like old, the way it probably was, you know, 100 years ago. It probably hasn't changed much.
Well,
great.
Hi folks, John Pisto.
Sammy Hagar here.
Yeah, Sammy's here. Welcome to Monterey's Cooking. Sammy's here with me today. I'm so happy. Hey, I'm showing around Monterey. I'm showing them around my Monterey, the way, you know, all the little back roads, the wharf, and all these great spots.
I was actually born around here, John. You know, I was born in Salinas. I was born in Monterey County Hospital, and but I lived in Salinas at the time.
Fabulous. So. He's a homeboy.
Sort
Absolutely.
of. Homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming. Well, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show with us.
Thanks, John.
Well, you know, folks, we're going to do some tequila shows. And, you know, Sam has probably one of the finest tasting tequilas I've ever had. You know, your Cabo Wabo,
I think it's the best tequila in the world, Cabo Wabo tequila.
Without a doubt. And you now have got, you know, well, Sam, you explain it.
Well, we've got three. We've got a Blanco, which has no age, there's no wood. It's just, you know, straight out of the distillery. Then we have a Reposado, which is aged 4 to 6 months in wood. And then we have a Añejo, which is aged, we age ours for 1.5 years because it really gets dark and golden. No preservatives, no sugars, no colorings or anything to get the color. It's gold because of the barrels, and it's fabulous. And I really believe that you can mix it, tequila, with good food, and you can cook with it just like fine wine or like a fine cognac or an Armagnac. And that's what I want you to do, John. I want to see your ideas, how you can pair it up, and I'll mix the drinks up for it to go with it. We'll teach people how to enjoy tequila with fine food. It's brand new.
What a deal! Well, this is going to be an interesting show, believe me. Well, we've come down to my friend Sal Tringali. You know, the Tringali family goes back years and years in fishing tradition, and we're going to go inside and we're going to pick some fish out, and then we're going to take the mystery out of tequila. You know, tequila is not only for drinking, Sam. We're going to show people it's for cooking also, and it has a distinctive flavor, and it can be very
marinates really well too. It sort of cooks food, like, you know, like with lime and tequila together, and you marinate a piece of fish in it. It does a lot of the cooking for you, and then you just grill it up real quick, and it's
and you know, there's more to tequila than just a margarita.
And a headache.
And a headache.
You don't have to have a headache from good tequila.
Okay, let's go inside. Let's go pick out some fish. Sal's waiting for us. Well, boy, Sal, how are you?
Hey, good to see you again, John.
Meet Sammy.
Hey,
Thanks for coming back.
Man. Great.
Hey, nice to have Sammy.
Hey,
is it nice?
Always.
Half Italian.
Always.
I can't believe it.
I'm half Italian. The best half of me. The best half of my stomach.
Hey, you want to do like this? You go like this? That's it. He's got
Talk with my hands, you know.
Sally, we want some nice fresh fish.
We got it here, John.
Now, Sam, you said scallops?
Yeah, I like scallops. I think scallops go really good with tequila.
Now, you know,
excuse me, John. We just flew these in from back east. Gorgeous. Just smell them, John.
Sam?
Well,
that's unbelievable.
I believe him.
Now, that was fresh. Now, that's good. We'll take some of those.
Yeah, we'll take some of those. Absolutely.
What else we got? Boy, is that good.
Boats just came in today, John. We got fresh Monterey Bay salmon.
Boy, Sammy, you ever see this?
Look at the size of this thing. Man, God, look at this.
Look at this guy.
Woo!
Got
What's that weigh? 25 pounds?
At least. At least 25.
Wow, look at that.
Monterey Bay fresh salmon, folks.
Yes, sir.
What else we got?
We got some beautiful Monterey Bay halibut. Just caught today.
Look at the size. Let's take a look at one of those babies.
Look at that.
Oh, look at. So why are they one color one side and one color on the other? So what's up with that?
They lay on the beach, and they blend in with the sand. They got 2 eyes on the one side of their head, and then the bottom, they're just white, pure white.
Wow, that's a gorgeous fish.
That's something.
Beautiful.
Nice white meat, firm.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we gotta take some of this.
Yeah, we should grill some of that up for sure.
You like clams, mussels?
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. I like everything, John. You know me. I'll eat anything.
You know what? We're gonna grab a bunch of stuff.
Let's do it.
We'll take it up to the house. Tequila, seafood. I think some marriage made in heaven.
I think Cabo Wabo will make this stuff taste real good.
You got it. Okay, Sal. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Well, Sam, wasn't that neat on the wharf?
Oh, that was so great.
How about those guys down there? How's Pete and Sal? What nice guys.
Some great people down there, and that really just love the fish, and they just love dealing with it.
Man,
made me hungry.
I tell you, Kari would have loved it there.
My wife doesn't eat fish.
Man, there was a lot of fish there. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Sam, you know, we got the scallops for you.
Yeah.
And, you know, folks, Sammy wanted to make the scallop dish. Now, who taught you this one?
Ceviche, a chef from the Bellagio in,
Oh.
at Prime, a guy named Kerry Simon, a good friend of mine, and he's always teaching me new dishes and new drinks and
Fabulous.
stuff, and he just showed me a ceviche dish that he made with my Cabo Wabo tequila for a special Iron Chef event, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you how he did it.
All right. Okay, while he's going to do that, I'm going to get, we had some, you know, some of the fresh fish we got, and boy, we're talking real fresh. Wow. I've already got some seasoning on the salmon.
Look at the color of this thing. You can see right through it.
I mean, that is so fresh. That's halibut, and this is a swordfish, and I'm going to do an assorted, so we'll bounce back and forth, okay? Sammy, let's get started.
Okay. First of all, you need these, we saw these scallops down there. These things are so fresh. John just plopped one in his mouth. So we take about, because they're large, I would say you need 6 to 8 of these, and that's about it. And you cut them up in bite-sized pieces, because this is going to be marinated in tequila, lime, and a bunch of other ingredients, like a ceviche. And you got to let it sit for at least an hour to cook the fish. And we've already got some in here. And we use well, John's probably better at this. I'm a bad chopper.
You need any help? I'm standing by,
Well, John,
my
you know,
friend.
I tell you.
If you need me, I'm right here.
See, John, I usually hire a sous chef when I do this
Well,
stuff.
I could be the sous chef.
Actually, I hire a whole chef. Okay, so we just kind of chop these up, and you know, you don't mind it being a little bit coarse because of the size of the scallop and all that. You get a nice healthy bite out of this. You know what I mean, John?
Gotcha.
The peppers and everything. You want it. You know, you want to taste this stuff. You don't want it to disappear in there. So we're gonna put the scallops in one dish, and we're gonna put the marinade in another. Just like, you know, 1 onion, 1 pepper.
Now
You can pick whatever color pepper you want. They all taste the same in my book. We're going to just give these guys a little quick chop. Now, you can use jalapeno, serrano. You can use any kind of pepper depending on the degree of heat. But because we talked to the crew around here earlier, a couple of these guys can't handle too much heat. So we're going to go a light heat here. Right? Throw that in there. Chop some cilantro up. You want some cilantro in there.
You're pretty good with that.
Well, you
you're
know,
not bad with that
John,
knife, man. You're not a hacker.
I still got my fingers anyway, right?
You're doing all right.
Throw that cilantro in there. Then, a couple lime.
You know, while we're doing this, let's talk about your tequila, you know. I'm sure people are really interested. I know we had the pleasure of introducing this one to the folks around here.
This
Did
was the
pretty good
first
with it.
one. This aged 6 months, 4 to 6 months for a reposado in wood. So it gets a little woodiness, gets a little color to it. But for this dish, I'm actually going to use the white, which has no wood. It's just pure distilled. You know, there's no extra
stuff.
flavor. You don't want, you don't want to mix
it's
too many
still
flavors
mellow.
in this. You want some pure flavors, you know.
Sure.
And starting to look good in there, huh? See that?
So you got two whole lemons.
2 whole lemons.
And lime.
2 whole limes.
Okay. Good.
And then basically it comes out to about the same amount in tequila, which would be, you know, like about 2 shots.
Wow.
2 healthy shots. John, but we know where this came from, so, and we can get more of it, so we don't worry about, you know,
All right.
maybe even here.
Oh, we're going to do a little dance after you eat this.
But like I said, I prefer the white with this. Oh, we need some salt. And
Delicious.
just get it all going like this, get it mixed up real good. And you see, you got that nice color. Like I said, you could use a red pepper, you could use a green pepper, but you got the green from the cilantro. Kind of looks like the Mexican flag in there a little bit, you know what I mean?
Looks good.
And then we take that and we pour it directly over our scallops like this.
Fabulous.
And just cover them and just let that sit for at least an hour in the fridge.
Okay.
And
Now we'll
that's
check
going to be
it.
delicious.
Okay, in it
It's
goes.
going to be delicious.
There we go. What I've done is got the fish, and I've rolled it in a combination of cumin and coriander, but with a little salt, Sam, and some pepper.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to just mark this real easy. Look. And you know, you rub your fish with a little oil, and it'll never stick on you. You know, these grills are just so easy to work with, and we don't want to do too much. You know, we don't want to put too much. We want to put enough of a char on there to give it a little flavor, but we're going to finish these in the oven.
Beautiful color.
Okay.
Look at this. See, I like this side. This is my side over here.
Isn't that nice? Okay, so the sauce I thought we'd make with this is going to be a little bit of garlic,
Yeah, a little bit of garlic.
And I'm going to put
style.
a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to put lemon. You know, tequila and lemon just seem to go, don't they?
Yeah, there's something about, something about the flavor of the agave when it comes out of the ground has a saltiness and a lime flavor to it.
Natural.
Just a citrusy flavor, and it
It's
just
real
brings it out
natural.
like that.
Yep. So we'll give it a good shot of lemon, and then we're going to put a little bit of chili in there. I mean, this is simple, simple, simple. Then I'm going to use the same.
Now, you want to do that before the flame, or take it off, right? Otherwise,
well, we don't want to.
maybe you can get away with it, but
we don't want this
I
thing
burn
to
my house.
blow up. You're right, Sam.
We don't want to be writing new songs about that.
Okay, a little salt, a little black pepper, and then what I'm going to do is that's different. And I'm going to add the cilantro, and I'm going to add that at the end, and then I'm going to add a big chunk of butter. Woo! And that's, I think it's going to work really, really good. Okay, so this is going to be pulled like that. Oh yeah, and like that. Wow. Woo!
A little hot.
Very hot. Like that, and like that. And then we're going to finish this in the oven. I'm going to put this in the oven at about 350 degrees. Take about another 10 minutes, and it'll finish cooking in there. And then we'll be right back. Well, Sam, while everything's cooking and marinating,
Smells good in here already.
let's start. I'm going to start making the bed of vegetables for the roasted fish, and this is going to be raw. We're not going to cook it because it's it's summertime. Tequila really, and you think tequila, you think warm, cold drinks, warm days, that kind of stuff. So the menu is going to continue that way. While I'm doing this, let's talk about your career, Sam. Boy, you have an illustrious career. Huh?
I've been fortunate to have a really long
God bless
career,
you.
and pretty much been able to do what I wanted, not try to follow too many trends. You get caught on that merry-go-round, you start chasing your tail around pretty soon. You find out that when you've been around as long as I have, you find out half these new bands that are setting new trends grew up on your music, so you start trying to copy them, and it's like you get on this merry-go-round. So I try to stay out of the fashion sense and just kind of do my own thing, and it's worked out pretty good. I certainly can't complain.
Oh, that's great. And gee, and again, your first experience in the show business was
band called Montrose, 1972, 73.
Everybody remembers that one.
Bad Motor Scooter, Rock Candy, all that stuff.
Yeah. God.
First songs I ever wrote in my life. That's the other time. I was really fortunate. You always hear about people struggling. First song I ever wrote in my life was Bad Motor Scooter, and it's on the first record I ever made in my life. It all happened right in the same week, and
oh my gosh.
so it's pretty special.
Now, Sam, when you were younger, were you a musician, so to speak? I mean, your father and mother say, hey, you got to learn to play guitar, you got to be a musician, or
No,
you just kind of fell
my
into
father was a boxer. He was a fighter.
Kidding.
And he wanted me to be a fighter. I was going to be the champion of the world as far as he was concerned. And as soon as I got a car, I got the hell out of Dodge, if you know what I mean.
Holy mackerel. Sam, we're eating, or we're using heirloom tomatoes. These are these
now,
tomatoes.
Where does that name come from?
Heirloom, these are the tomatoes that, these were very hard to come to market because they're very soft-skinned.
Yeah.
And these are maybe 50 to 100 years old seeds. So, I mean, these are from the old-fashioned tomatoes, so to speak. I mean, the old days, until recently, nobody would buy this because it doesn't look ugly.
I look for them.
But now when they reintroduce these are the real tomatoes. These are harvested when they're ripe, so that, I mean, these taste like the tomatoes used to taste like.
Yeah.
These are the real thing. They're fairly expensive, but look at the color in them. They're just delicious.
I mean, that plate looks like a piece of art.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
Gorgeous.
and all these are ripe. There's, I mean the flavor. Look at this one, green, red. Taste it. It's incredible stuff. I hope these are available all over the United States. And
that's a tomato.
Isn't that
a little
neat?
salt. All you need.
Okay. And Sam will put a little bit of onion. We're cooking.
Now that's a master chopping right there.
We're cooking a little Italian This is a little Italian, a little Spanish, a little Mexican, a little bit of everything.
Pisto
A
style.
little pisto style. Okay, just a little bit of salt, very little bit. See, so this. Then make sure, this is when you bring out your best oil. This is the way to use your best extra virgin olive oil, is raw over stuff like this.
Right, you don't want to heat it up too much,
Don't
right?
never heat it up, in fact. Okay, and that's it. So you don't want a lot.
Look at that.
That's it.
That'll heal you.
See?
That'll heal you.
We're
right
talking
there.
medicine, folks. Okay, now we put the good stuff. Now, what this is oregano that is still in
Hold
the
that bag for you, John.
still in the stalks.
Smell, you should just smell it.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Now this, you know, the
Powerful.
old days they used to say oregano was something else, but this is the real oregano, folks. So we get this.
That's a true herb
Get a
to
little bit
smell.
of this,
Ah, look at that.
and then just like that. Okay, Mario, the fish, please. Isn't this easy to do, Sam?
Oh, and it's so gorgeous. It
And
just,
you could do any kind of fish on this. It doesn't have to be. You can do any kind of fish. You can do any kind of
There it is.
chicken, and beef works with
oh,
that
that's
too.
gorgeous.
And it's okay if you make a little mistake once in a while. Not bad. Oh, is that good?
Man,
Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's finish off the sauce.
Okay, show's done. We're gonna eat. Oh no.
Sam, you got a good appetite. I'm proud
I love
of you.
food.
You eat
Food
good.
is one of the most pleasurable things you
Yep.
can do. I mean, it's
What else is
make
there?
all those. Well, there's a couple other good pleasurable things, but food is right up there. It really is.
Okay, we're gonna do. Okay, so we got garlic. We got the tequila. We got a little bit of pepper.
It smells awesome, folks. This is,
Cilantro goes in like that, and this is where we're gonna do a
finish it
whole
with a little butter.
different thing. Little piece of butter.
See, probably if it wasn't for the tequila, you would probably use parsley instead of cilantro, correct?
Yep.
For this, this could
Well,
be
you know what? I think
same type of thing, right?
parsley would work too, but,
Yeah, but
we got this stuff.
I
in,
think the
so
cilantro and the tequila and the limon together.
I think this is gonna work real nice. See what now the butter?
It's delicious.
You want it to see how it thickens the sauce? We don't want it to get oily. And then we go like this, and like this, and like this. And there's one dish. Okay, Sam. Boy, this looks good.
Yeah, it's starting to
Looks
really
good.
smell good. The flavors
Yeah.
are coming together.
It is.
I like to finish it with a little vinegar, a little sherry vinegar, something like that, just like a tablespoon, just to, you know, get the flavors
Little
up.
tang,
Yeah, a
huh?
little tang.
Little
Just bring
zing.
all them flavors together.
Okay.
Mix that up. Take like a chilled cocktail glass. Just spoon some of this right out in there.
Oh, isn't that easy?
Just
That's so
simple
easy.
as can be. And I tell you, these scallops will have never tasted sweeter in your life.
And don't use bottled lemon juice. Make sure they use fresh lemon juice.
Fresh lime,
because
fresh
it has
lemon.
more citrus.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
And then garnish that. In case it wasn't kicked up enough, see, you put a little pepper on there for those that want a little another more bite to it.
Man, that's
A little
classy.
lime on the other side, or maybe next to the pepper. What do you
That's
think?
fabulous.
That?
That's
There it is.
Fabulous.
Voila.
When we come back, we're going to continue cooking with Sam. Well, Sam, I think now we have to make a drink for this, okay? Like our, you know, our wine shows that we do, we always team up a certain wine to complement the dish. So, what do you think is going to work with this?
Well, I think just like with wine, if you cook with a certain wine, don't you think you would use it? If you use it in a sauce, you usually drink that wine with the dish. So I
Bravo.
think we're going to stick with Cabo Wabo tequila to start with, right?
Fine.
You could have a beer with this or anything you want, probably, you know, even a nice crisp wine. But
Sure.
to me, with the appetizer, which is like in a martini glass, we'll do like a Cabo Wabotini. That's my version of a martini, which, you know, when you first come in, a lot of people have a martini to set your appetite up. Well, it would go great with this. And you take just a little lime juice, or like you would with a martini with vermouth, swish it around, dump it out.
Very good.
We're going to use the reposado with this because when you're drinking it straight, you want a little wood, a little bit more of a mellowness. Pour a little bit of this in there. Nothing else. Just pure straight over ice. I'm sorry. Put this over ice. Give it a nice little shake.
Very good.
We're going to
That's pretty
salt
easy.
this rim up a little bit. Oops. Well, you know, John, I messed that up, didn't I? just a little bit over here. You don't really need the salt, but if you want it, it gives it a nice little unique flavor. And we pour this baby straight up, just like a martini. Only it's a Wabotini.
Wow.
Look at that. Okay.
Oh,
and this is pure tequila. This tequila tastes good, so it's not like you're gonna be going ooh.
Yeah.
When it's chilled like that, it's just delicious.
Isn't that
and
nice?
I would have that with that personally, and then I'd wait a while before he had another one. Make sure that sets you up.
Or have
That's a
have
Cabo
two.
Wabotini.
You know what? That looks fabulous. Well,
Just the smell of that together.
Oh, the smells
hand.
real good. Sammy's down
Awesome.
to dig into this. Everybody is. So, thank you for tuning in. Sammy, thanks for being on.
John, my pleasure.
Always a pleasure,
Always.
man. Okay, folks, try these recipes out. Don't forget Sammy's tequilas, the Cabo Wabos, the Añejo, which is the old, and this is the one that's been around, the Risposado.
Yeah, this is your standard
And
awesome
now,
tequila.
this one also, the silver. Okay, all real first class stuff, Sam.
Yeah,
really
I think the silver is good for mixing drinks and for in food. This is great for shooting and doing salt and lime and having like that. And this is good for sipping like you would a fine cognac.
real
Simple as that.
serious stuff. Okay, we'll see you next time.